1973, a driver called Jean-Luc Terrier and co-driver Jacques Joubert won the San Remo rally in an Alpine A110, beating the likes of the Fiat Abarth 124 Spider and the Lancia Fulvia. Fast forward 50 years and Alpine still celebrates that win today with this, and it's called the Alpine A110 San Remo 73. Looks a bit different, doesn't it? Yes, you have to pay quite a bit for it as well. £80,000. Is it worth it? Well, we're going to find out. I'm Max Latavani. Welcome to Driven Plus. So I'm back with another A110 review. Why? Well, Alpine wanted me to review another, and I wanted to review another myself, because when people ask me, Max, what's been the best car you've ever reviewed? And I respond by saying, well, the Ferrari 430 Scuderia was pretty special. The McLaren 750S was spectacular as well. But that one car which has left me with a holy shit, that's good moment is this. One of these, an A110. They're just flipping awesome, which I'll explain on the road very soon. So, the San Remo 73 edition, made to celebrate that 1973 win. But what makes this a limited edition version compared to the standard A110? And is it worth its near £10,000 premium? Well, firstly, this isn't the only limited A110 you can buy. You can also buy a Tour de Course 75, which was finished off in the yellow. But the San Remo is limited to 200 units worldwide. And of that 200, only around 20 will come to the UK. Remember, you're paying for an exclusive version of an already rare car. But what did the San Remo come with? Well, this exclusive paint. Caddy blue, it looks fantastic. These roof arches are painted black as well. The headlights, they're painted in black instead of chrome. And you also got this livery, which pays homage to the original. And in the engine department, you don't get any more power for your money. You get the same 1.8 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder unit, and when you compare it against the A110S or GT, you get the same power output, 296 horsepower and 340 newton meters of torque. And if I was to be honest, you don't need much more power than that. The secret is in its weight, and it has a top speed of 155 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time of 4.2 seconds. So let's find out. Now, I have launched an A110 on this channel before, and I think we got a 3.95, which was absolutely incredible. On your screen now are the stats and figures on this car. Now, to put this car into launch control, you've got to have it in sport mode, traction control turned off, and then you've got to firmly depress the brake, throttle same time, pull the 2 paddles in, launch control on, here we go. Ooh, bit of wheel spin. 3.99 seconds, sub 4 second car. I'm going to go once more to see if we can beat the old A110. Oh, that felt good. 3.95 seconds, there you go. The exact same as what we got last time. And that's on a plus 1.4% as well. Do I go for run number 3? No, that's incredible. Back to the review. So on the standard A110S or GT, you get a painted roof, but on the San Remo edition, you get one of these. It's fully carbon fibre. It's got some sort of red weave in it, which looks really cool, pays homage to the original. And I parked this car last night under some sort of LED street light, and this roof really did come alive. It looked spectacular. You also get what Alpine call these 18-inch Grand Prix Brilliant Blanc wheels, which are an absolute nightmare to keep clean. As you can see, these are supposedly white, but it hasn't rained today, but they've turned themselves grey. That's naturally going to happen. But behind the wheels sits Brembo anthracite calipers. And when these alloys are clean, the colour combination is spot on, I have to say. Come to the inside and the livery carries on, as you can see here on the door panel, which is a nice touch. But things that come standard with the San Remo edition is this Alcantara dash, which is definitely a nice touch. This Alcantara steering wheel, all very nice. And you get these Sabelt one-piece racing bucket seats, which, yeah, they're actually quite comfortable. They're not as firm as you may think. They're not very adjustable, though. But on these seats, you get 73 world champion embroidered on there, which is a nice touch. Alcantara carries on this center console thing. I love this. Is everything you need is there. Your drive modes, reverse, window switches, cruise control, limiter, and there's kind of carbon fiber effect there, all very nice. But underneath there, you get a plaque, which is Alpine A110 San Remo 73, and this is number 32 of 200. You know, things like that just adds a bit more special. You've got your aluminium kick plate down there, your climate control, super easy to use, so I'm happy with that. And your infotainment now, Apple CarPlay is now wireless, which is a great feature, so thank you, Alpine. But the overall feel to the cabin is, it does feel like it's built really well, and it is. The use of materials is great. And although it's a small car, does it feel like that? No, because the visibility is great and it makes it feel bigger than it actually is. So when driving the A110, the driving position is brilliant. The steering wheel is nice and light, throttle response is good, and the visibility for a sports car is very good as well. So in terms of day-to-day driving, it is brilliant. But it's the way the A110 holds itself on the road. It makes you fall in love with it. It's so engaging, and it's a small car, meaning you can basically place this wherever you want it to on the road. It's cheeky. And the ride isn't that bad. It's actually quite forgiving, which is largely thanks to the fact that the San Remo uses the same suspension from the GT. It's not as firm as the A110S. Is it worth its price tag? I would tell you yes. Other people will tell you no. And for those people who tell you no, ask them if they've ever driven one. If you're comparing it against a Porsche, it's a hard sell, especially when you're trying to explain to someone why you've bought one over a Porsche, and at the end of the day, they're not going to like you anyway. And even if you're comparing it to a Lotus, it's still a hard choice because the Emira is a beautiful car, but where the A110 comes in is the fact that it's limited. It's different, and you're definitely going to stand out from the crowd, and the driving experience is still flipping awesome. Now, I'm a petrol head who loves cars, but I also love coffee, and there's nothing quite like driving with a good coffee. But this car makes it hard to do that because there's no bloody cup holders. So what you have to do is park up somewhere, drink your coffee, admire how beautiful this car is, and decide whether you like the livery or not, which I'm going to do now. Well, I've had a think. You see, this is a beautiful car. Does it need livery to make it special? No, I don't think it does. So, if I was to own the San Remo, I'd take the stickers off, and then, after I've done that, I'd also paint these white wheels black. Therefore, I won't be cleaning them all the time. After you've done that, you're pretty much good to go. When you drive a light car, you can feel that, and I suppose that's why you don't get any cup holders, I guess. I'm still not over that. But you can give a 3-ton car 5 million horsepower, but it will still never hide its weight. This car is all about the recipe. And okay, compared to the GT4 or Emira, I'll be honest, it's a shame you don't get a 6-cylinder engine. But I think this 1.8 litre engine has plenty of character. You put it in sport mode, you put your foot down, it's so quick. And I think it sounds good. And if I was to be honest, I look at the San Remo and I think, cool, what can this give me over the GT, which I can pick up for around £60,000? And for me, the answer is not much. You get the same exact driving position in a car that is already rare and limited. So where does this come in? Well, it depends what you're going to be using it for. If you want to feel like you're upgrading from your A110, perfect car. If you're buying an A110 for the first time, I'd personally go and buy the GT. And if you're looking from a collector's point of view, makes perfect sense again. But I'd like to thank Alpine in Liverpool for lending me the car. Thank you to Ben. Go and speak to Ben if you want to buy this car, because this is a demonstrator at the moment. It's going to be coming up as an ex-demo. And I'd definitely buy one. I love A110s, everything about them, the driving experience, the character, so engaging, one of the best sports cars you can buy on the market, genuinely. So thanks for watching, leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel for more content. We'll see you soon. Thank you and goodbye.